Hello, you lovely people. Welcome back to the revelation. I think. Do I need more? I'm actually curious.
He drew me into his journal. I was 20 years old.
Fair enough.
That's the end of the story.
That's it?
It's not. Does this explorer have a name?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you going to tell me?
No.
Damn it. Are you gonna tell me? No. Too much information. I didn't collect all the clues. 80% complete. What?
That's Mr. Remington's old hunting rifle.
Yes.
He usually keeps it around. For
whatever reason.
he was very fond of that thing. Looks like it was fired recently.
The fact that you know
It's
is
Mr.
scary.
Remington's fireplace poker.
How do you
There's
know
slime
that?
on the handle. It's familiar for some reason.
Because you know it's the
Why don't you
juice.
show that?
I have a strong feeling Echo is related in some way.
Ah, yes, Agent Folder.
The fact you know
A
him.
good man.
You know him?
You know him?
We get on rather well.
Fair enough.
And we shared a number of views on the way things were run around here.
You do?
This is the journal, correct?
Yes.
The one that man left here 60 years ago?
You seem a little unsure of the details. Shouldn't you have read up on all this stuff?
Forgive me. It's hard for me to get the image of Boggy as the lovable cartoon character out of my mind. He's just so iconic. Did you know, in 1973, he...
But you're protesting to protect the real swamp creature. The cartoon character is just some commercial byproduct, right?
Yes, of course.
Yes, that's my photograph, taken near the woods at the north end of Boggy's Bog. Have you tried looking there? Vincent's work, I see. I'm glad he knows how to use the camera at least.
What do you think all those noises are?
Well, judging by the time this was recorded, I'd be able to make a pretty good guess.
Murder. Murderer.
That's the food I saw Mr. Remington eating at the cafe last night.
Thank
Before
you.
he got ill and rushed back to his office?
That's right.
This is going down in my notebook. It might be important.
Might be.
He's a talented man, that Burl. Sometimes I wonder if he'd be better off pursuing his photography full-time, you know?
I'm gonna show him the last
So-
page.
Is that the missing page of the journal?
Yes.
I think so.
It's an important artifact. It belongs in a museum.
Yeah, you're not wearing the right hat to be saying that.
Damn it.
Actually, this is a classic example of a cryptid photograph.
Really?
What's a cryptid?
A creature unknown to science. Look at the slight blurring in this photo, the murky exposure. It's perfect.
It's perfect because it can't really be used as evidence?
Now you're catching on.
Ooh.
So, you found it.
Yep.
I wonder who else knows about it.
Okay, so you know? He knows!
If I cared about... Oh, yes, I know him. He occasionally asks me about the history and biology of the swamp creature. I explained to him what the real Boggy looks like and how they changed his appearance for the cartoon character.
Why did he ask about that?
Because some people are naturally curious.
I have a
You should
strong...
give it a try sometime.
I have a strong feeling that Echo was wearing it.
Well, this design is some bizarre hybrid between the real creature and the cartoon character. The real swamp creature had claws, 3 on each hand to be precise. Why does the costume just have these pathetic fins instead? Guesswork. Nobody can know what Boggy's feet look like. It's his greatest secret.
Ooh.
This is just a piece of junk they sell to tourists. It has no resemblance to the real creature.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally at the end. Sorry, I detoured myself to get 100% of everything, and just to get the whole picture was nothing important.
The border is black
It is
indeed.
what it is. No.
Ah, you finally returned.
Yes, I
Well, did you find the swamp creature? Where is he?
I didn't find him. I forgot all about him. What one's Peter? I didn't find him.
I didn't find him.
What?
I know where he is.
You're not getting paid to wander about aimlessly, Grimoire. Get back out there.
This case can be solved. I don't need to.
I don't need to.
Final chapter, just like that. Just like that. Chapter 4 was just to get back, basically.
Why not? I thought he was our prime suspect.
Yes.
Well, not anymore.
How come?
Didn't you find photographic evidence of Buggy from last night? Let
Yes.
me see that photo.
Sure.
If that's not Buggy, what is it?
What? Costume design?
I found designs for the costume in a trash can. Not only that, I collected all the pieces of the costume myself. Well,
There's
nearly
extra
all
words,
of
by
them.
the way.
There's still the one that...
But the footprints at the scene of the crime! How can you prove these don't belong to a real creature? What's
This?
this? I thought there were no records of a footprint anywhere.
No public records. The footprints at the crime scene don't match the ones on this page.
Well
they were
done.
just a product of these slippers.
Yes.
A part of the costume.
But Grimoire, this costume, it doesn't have claws of any kind. How do you explain the 3 wounds on the victim's chest?
Oh my god, do I have to explain everything?
The prongs match up with the wounds perfectly.
Yes.
The handle's even covered in slime, see?
Ah, but this swamp slime was one of the reasons Buggy became a suspect in the first place. Surely this only incriminates the creature further.
Yes.
I think so, wouldn't you? But that slime, it's not exactly what you think.
What is it then? Slime juice!
This stuff is an uncanny resemblance to the so-called swamp slime. A bunch of it was stolen from the storeroom of the cafe, which reminds me.
What is that exactly?
Oh,
Poisoned
dog!
hot dog. It's the second reason that the murderer broke into the storeroom. He put this green powder on the entire supply, just to make sure.
To make sure of what?
To make sure no one will eat at the cafe ever again. To make sure everyone in the store will be poisoned. To make sure Remington got ill.
To make sure Remington got ill and had to return to his office.
Remington went back to his office? Alone?
Final chapter! I wish they put a final chapter in here. Final chapter.
I've been looking through your evidence, Grimoire. One piece in particular seems critical to me. I
What?
think we need to work
The
out.
video footage? Vincent Vanderpeer filmed it last night.
Yes.
At the exact moment of the murder, I believe.
Yes.
Well, exactly. I think we can both agree these sounds in the background. They're essential in our mystery. Could you talk me through them? Just rearrange the descriptions on the left to match the sounds on the right.
Okay.
Drag them around and keep swapping until you're happy with the order.
Okay.
And if you want to hear the sounds again, you can tap on them.
Great.
No problem. I can always check my case file if I want to go over my notes.
I can already know it, right?
I think that's it.
Fair enough.
Ah, excellent. There's just 2 small details bothering me.
Again?
First of all, if Remington ripped off a piece of his curtains, why wasn't it found at the crime scene? What happened to it?
He's inside a
Turns out
piece.
the murderer took that piece of fabric and concealed it inside the head of the costume. Then he fled the crime scene to hide all the parts in different areas of the swamp.
Why?
Ah, well, that's my problem. If Remington fired his rifle, how did the assailants survive and manage to escape? Did Remington
Good point.
miss his target?
At point blank? A man of his experience? I don't think so.
Very
In
sus.
fact, the answer to that question is the very last link in our chain. The one thing that has eluded me so far. I'll drag the clue items from the left.
Oh, the chest is missing.
Onto my drawing here, and we'll see what happens when we compare the pieces I collected with the original design I found.
The chest is missing. The poncho? You think it's the poncho? Hello, I'm the murderer. The poncho is missing.
Wait, you never found the body piece, the torso.
You're right, and I never would have found it. Not lying around. Not like the others.
He's the only one who's wearing the poncho.
What does this have to do with the murderer surviving the rifle shot?
Yes.
This torso is probably made up of some thick material. Something covering the culprit's entire upper body. I believe it may have even been enough to
To
soften...
soften the impact from a bullet.
Oh.
Aha!
Exactly.
Well, let's put your theory to the test. Where is that last piece of the costume?
I actually don't really know. To the protest?
How? We looked everywhere. Not a single clue.
Simple. He's still wearing it.
So I thought it was Echo, so I was right. But I understand why he's in the diary. Did he actually kill him?
I don't know what you want with me. Sounds like you two were smart enough to uncover the real criminal in this swamp, and lucky enough to have somebody else deal with him for you. You worked it out. He had his rifle on him. He got half a glance at me and pulled the trigger without hesitation.
But why would he do that? You were dressed as Buggy. He shouldn't be pointing his gun at a unique scientific specimen, not to mention his main attraction.
You're right. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, does it? Not unless you're in on the secret. The hunting photo leads me to believe Richard Remington was here to hunt Boggy.
Yes. But still. Okay, fair enough.
A secret society. An order of hunters.
Ooh.
Seeking out mysterious and elusive creatures.
The order goes further than this one man, and much further than this one swamp.
The whole thing is kind of distressing. I knew something was wrong as soon as I stepped into that office.
I'm glad you finally come around. It's not just
But what about Remington? He was a member of this order?
He made Boggy
Yes.
his own personal project, his own obsession.
Okay.
For years he hunted the creature, the potential perfect addition to his collection.
But he owned the tourist attraction. He set it up himself, didn't he?
He did. It was just his way of forming a legal loophole. Since the area became protected, he and his friends were unable to come here for hunting anymore. Boggy's Bog was just a front for his own little game. A man pursuing a creature.
A creature that might not even exist.
And that's why Remington kept a rifle nearby at all times?
Well, exactly. He didn't want to take any chances.
Now, don't you see? I did this place a service. Did Boggy a service. That creature, he can live in peace again.
Can he? You tried to frame him for murder. You wanted everyone to think he was some kind of ruthless predator?
Well, think about it. Once he became suspected of murder, they'd have no choice but to shut this whole place down. Everyone would finally realize they had no business here.
They have... What? Wouldn't that make it worse? Because wouldn't that give green lights to the hunter to hunt it down, because it will be considered as a danger? But he's no killer!
He's not a killer. You're the one who...
Detective.
You.
It's finished. Well, don't be angry. You should be glad. It's finally time to leave the swamp. You have another job to do.
I don't know.
Not that it makes any difference to somebody like you, but I never intended to kill him. Just to scare him. Convince him Boggy wasn't going to let him live here in peace any longer. But, true to form, he had his rifle on him. You worked out the rest yourself.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, Mr. Everstone, I'm afraid you'll still have to come with us. Fortunately, there's a police station just a few miles down.
Hey, wait!
What the heck? He's going for a run? I kinda knew he was in the trunk.
Aha! Looks like you solved more than one mystery tonight.
I did it! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed this short adventure. Wow. I'm a little bit confused, but okay. It was kind of obvious he was in there. I think, yeah, I mean, it was quite straightforward story. And it was not look shabby, to be honest. I enjoy it. Quite simple, very, you know, simple. Nothing, nothing to say.
Grimoire.
Hello?
Well, what did they decide to do?
Yeah.
We had Mr. Everstone questioned. He was happy to tell us everything he knew. A number of rumors going around the department have been confirmed.
And Remington's office?
Searched down to the last detail. And well, we agree with you. But I know what you're thinking. I'd love to put an end to it, just the same as you. But there's always...
Are we going after them?
We'd better be.
Are we going against them? Wait, hold the fuck down. That's really to continue? Well, we know we don't have to. Why? They're all dead! Didn't she kill them all? Didn't they all die? Whatever, guys. Spoiler! Sorry about that. Big ass fucking spoiler. But still, you deserve that because you didn't watch it. You deserve this spoiler. You get this spoiler. Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this short adventure of ours. I'm still very much confused about who the little girl is and why the heck she's with us and why the heck Sally is with us instead. Why is Sally with us and not the little girl? What happened to the little girl? Very confusing, okay? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed this adventure. Maybe there is a chapter in between, but it's still very confusing. And that's it, I guess. For a lovely day, a lovely evening, and good lovely bye.